company be held accountable for the damages that they've caused?
I said earlier, and I'm saying it again.
No,
and anytime you ask me, I will say it again. The PR firm shouldn't be responsible and accountable
why
for anything.
shouldn't it be responsible for? Hello, lovely viewers. Welcome to the Buzzing Podcast. On today's episode, let's discuss an ethical dilemma between a PR firm and a microfinance company. So listen to this question. A Ghanaian microfinance company used PR campaigns to assure customers their savings were safe. When it collapsed, the PR firm claimed they only managed the brand, not the finances. So let me ask you this question. Is it ethically correct for the PR firm to disclaim responsibility? Get ready as we invite more experts to give us insight about this information or about this dilemma. Hello everyone, welcome to Buzzing Mind Podcast. On today's episode, we'll be discussing a recent issue between a public relations officer and a microfinance company, which has been causing waves on the media. I, Betty, will be your host for today's discussion. Joining me today is our expert panelists, Miss Mary Ohini and Miss Stella Brew. Hi, Miss Mary.
Hello.
How is everything going?
Oh, by God's grace, everything is fine.
I would like each of you to give me an overview of yourself and what you do. I'm starting with you.
Okay, so let me start by mentioning my name. My name is Mary Ohini, yes, and I'm the CEO for OMC Imports, the trending importation company in Ghana, yes, if you don't know about it. And also a financial expert, so if you physically, that's what I do.
And to Miss Stella, hope all is well.
Everything is fine.
As I asked earlier, I would like you to give an overview of yourself and what you do.
Okay, so basically, my name is Stella Brew, and I'm the CEO of Brell's Organics GH. I'm also a public relations expert.
A popular Ghanaian microfinance company uses PR and marketing to convince customers that their savings are safe. Top PR professionals manage the company's image and discredit critics who warn of financial mismanagement. When the company collapses, thousands of their savings and the PR firm refuses to take responsibility, saying, "We only manages the brand, but not the finances." What do you make of the firm's position on this matter? So, Ms. Stella, as a PR professional, what's your take on this issue?
Okay, thank you for the opportunity. So speaking from my field of work, I think the PR firm is ethically right. I say they are ethically right because as a PR practitioner or as a PR firm, your work is to sell your work is to sell the company that you work with, its image to the public. And here, from what you read to us, the issue at hand right now, we could all see that the PR firm was just supposed to sell or to market the campaigns of the microfinance to assure publics that, oh, this microfinance company is safe, it's reliable, it's legit, that you can work with this.
So, with this issue, should the PR take some level of responsibility in promoting the company's image?
I'm coming. So, with to continue from what I was saying, that was the job or the duty of the PR firm, and we could see that was exactly what they did. Like, please, let me land. So, the company asked the PR firm just to tell the public. It's like, just tell them what you can tell them for them to be able to save in with this, for them to trust in us. We are legit, we are good, they can save with us, and that's what they did. So from the question that you read to us, that the PR firm, we could see that the PR firm was aware of the financial issues in the company, but I think they did not, they chose not to mention that to the public because that wasn't part of their duty. They were just asked to sell the positive image of the company to the public. So right now, if the company has collapsed, I don't think they should be responsible for that. I think what they are saying is right. They are ethically right with what they are saying.
So, Miss Mary, as a financial analyst, what's your take on this question?
Okay, thank you, Miss Betty, for having me here, especially to talk on this topic. Let's look at it clearly, right? The company was in trouble. People were asking questions. There's a lot of questions, but instead of being honest to them, they decided not to do for the PR. The PR, they even do that, right? And they kept on assuring the public that, oh, everything is okay, everything is right. To me, I think the PR is at fault, if you ask me, because as a PRO for a company, in as much as you are doing your work by protecting the company, you also have a moral right as well, like being truthful, being honest with the people. Because at the end of the day, right now the issue is out. Whose image have you damaged? Your own. So I think that
Why not the company but us? Because the customers
because
doesn't
as
know
well
what
you are the company's, let's say they have a saying that you are the company's spokesperson, right? So you are telling the public what
but
they
the
should.
public only knows the company, not the PR professional.
But you put the information and everything out, and we know that PR people are supposed to do that. So definitely we'll blame you.
Miss Stella, as a PR professional, do you agree with what she's saying?
I don't agree with her, and
No,
I never agree with
you
her.
have to agree
Yeah, and
with
I heard you when you started speaking. You were like the people were not asking. The people were asking questions initially.
Yes.
I'm coming before according to you the company collapsed. But per what she read to us, the people were not asking any questions before the company collapsed.
Because
But
they
they were
give them
rumors,
assurance
like what
that
I was saying.
nothing
Sorry, I made a
wrong
mistake
with
on
their
that.
savings. Their savings will be safe.
Yes, because
So-
that was exactly what you asked me to do. It's like I'm in a contract with you, and my contract with you, there are guidelines to it. From the contract that I have with
But
you,
aren't
I'm
they
supposed to
ethical,
market your things for you. I'm not supposed to spoil your image out there. Yes, fine. I was aware of what was going on, but did
Miss
you tell me
Stella,
what to say?
Miss Stella, let's be honest
You told me
here.
to say this, and that's exactly what I went out there to say.
But right now, people are blaming. Let's say you are the PRO because you're a PRO. You're a PRO right now. So let's put you in that place, right? Right, other people are saying that it's the PRO's fault or something like that. Like you could have just walked away to avoid all this shit because you knew what was going on in the company.
So does that
If
mean
you are-
any company that I
So
walk
with
into,
the issue,
anytime issue pops up, I should just walk away?
No, but sometimes the issue can go extreme, right? It can go extreme, and you have to walk away to avoid all these things because the public trusts you as the PRO. The public trusts you, yes, and you have to be honest to both the company and the people.
And here you could clearly see that the PR firm was being honest and ensuring confidentiality with the company.
But you weren't truthful to the.
I told them exactly what they asked me to tell them.
No, but
It's not like they asked me to say this and I went to lie to them.
Okay, let's come down. Like
so with this issue, should the PR or the microfinance company be held accountable for the damages that they've caused?
I said earlier, and I'm saying it again.
No,
and anytime you ask me, I will say it again. The PR firm shouldn't be responsible and accountable for anything.
Shouldn't it be responsible for
their
what
responsibility
happened
in the first place was to sell the image. Yeah.
This has to do with money, and you know that when it comes to money, it's everything. Like you see, we have every field. As a PRO, you have to know the field you are working in. If it involves money, you have to be truthful. So you had that to do with it.
But
like
did they lie? They lie?
Yes, you lied to them because
did
there were
lie?
issues
What was the
in
lie?
the company.
Yes, and did they ask me to say that? Being confidential to your company, did they ask me to say that? They didn't ask me. And it's not like they asked me to go and say this and I went to lie to them. I told them exactly what the company asked me to tell them.
No. So right now, based on your moral rights, so you thought like lying to the people is okay.
And I'm saying it was never a lie. They didn't lie.
No.
They just told them what they were asked to say.
Listen to the statement of the PR firm. The PR firm refuses to take responsibility, saying we only manage the brand, not the finances.
And yeah, you were saying that they said they are not part.
They said that they
are not part of the finances because of
so
they lost.
No, but let's think critically here. Sorry to use that word, but let's take a thorough look
Okay,
into
no
this.
problem. No offense taken.
So here, let's say they come out there, they speak to you, did they come there that do they introduce themselves
But
as
it's a microfinance company. They speak about they talk about money.
Yes.
Everything they do is about money.
Mhm.
So you know that if they are coming
Miss
to speak
Stella,
for the brand
the
or
thing
they are
that you are
speaking
not
for the
getting is
company, they will
you are the
probably talk
spokesperson
about
for
money.
the company.
Yes.
And how
You put out everything. Maybe let's say you are convincing them like what she adds,
and
like
my descriptive role was stated here. My descriptive
can't
role
just-
was stated
but
here.
you can't just say that you are just managing
without talking
the
about
man
money, because
without,
the thing is about money.
No, listen, yeah, I know it's about money, and the image that I'm putting out there, the positive image that I'm putting out there, the money too is included.
But
let's
But the PR firm,
Mhm.
they assured the public that their money will be safe.
And what was the role of the PR firm? What
You
was
are
the,
managing
But
the
you
brand.
knew
know
your
you are
role.
managing
Why?
what was the
You know
reason?
you are managing the
What was
brand.
the reason? No, I
But
want us
I'm being
to take it. I
particular
want us
about-
to take it from what you read exactly. You said a popular Ghanaian microfinance company uses PR and marketing campaigns to convince customers that their savings are safe. So here is like you hired them to convince the customers, to convince them. So if I'm going
Since they've hired you, it means you are part of the company.
and they are saying that I should go out there to convince them. So if I go out there and tell them that, oh, you like this, let me take you for instance. If I come to you and tell you that, oh, if I want to convince you to save with a microfinance company that I'm working in, but I tell you that we have financial issues in it, will you save?
I will not save.
Yes, exactly. And my job to was not to sack away a possible client or possible customers. My job there was go out there, sell the company to them, market the company to them with marketing campaigns that can convince them. So I'm there to convince them,
Okay,
not to confuse them or to keep them in a dilemma.
We had opportunities to interview some of the victims.
Okay.
So let us just go and watch the video then.
All right.
I'm a victim who sells second-hand clothing at Accra Central, Kantamanto. One day, a lady came to me that she worked in a microfinance company and that I should save my money over there and that my money is safe when I invest in the microfinance company. So she advised me, she convinced me that if I stay over there, nothing bad is going to happen to my money. So one day, I heard that the company has collapsed. I've been hearing it all over the internet, and right now I don't even know what to do again because my money has gone to the company and they are refusing to give me back my money. So I don't know if I should blame the lady for saving my money into their company.
A friend of mine recommended a company to me, which so I had to think of it. I went there later to make inquiries. I met a customer representative where she gave me a brochure to read through. I saw their reviews. Were good. So I had interest in saving there. And savings are safe, sorry. So that made me have interest in saving there. Right now that the company has collapsed, there has not been any official communication to we the publics. And I'm not thinking that what's the next process. So I do blame the PR or the customer rep because he or she was the one who approached me and spoke positively about the company, which made me invested.
So we've watched the video and we've heard whatever they said. So, Miss Stella, what's your take on the victims?
Okay, so from what we just watched, it could clearly be seen here that the PR firm didn't do well, yes. But as I said earlier, they shouldn't be the only people to be blamed here. So I think clarifying everything here, this is where the Potter box by Ralph Potter will come in here. So with the Potter box, we have the fact definition. We have the definition. That's when you define your fact. So when you take everything that happened in there, you'd have to define what is happening in
Is
there.
it a PRO who is going to define his facts in what happened, or
Yes.
Yeah, I think she's trying to say that
it's a PRO. Since I'm
Yeah.
a PRO, you could clearly see that.
so
she has
why
to use
why
the
didn't the
portal box
PR
to be
firm
able-
use the portal box in dealing with the situation before?
It helps to manage ethical dilemmas. It helps. It's a model that we use as a PR person. If you find yourself in any ethical dilemma, this is a model that you use to manage the dilemma or to choose which is best.
If a PR finds him or herself in an ethical dilemma, he or she will use the portal box.
Yes.
So my question is, why didn't the PR firm use the portal box in it?
That's why
No,
I'm
they are
saying
now
I could see
going
we
to-
could all
they are now
see
going to
clearly.
do it. They are now going to do it. After that, they will
Because-
be able to know whether they
listen,
are at fault or not.
because
Is that not what you're
yeah,
saying?
the question is,
Then she's asking why did the PR firm not use this portal box model?
because they
Before
knew it
coming
could
out to
cause
say
harm
it
to
was
the
now I
public.
get
And
you.
I'm saying that's why I said earlier, after we finished watching this video, I said that I said that we could clearly see that the PR firm didn't do well. So they didn't do
So right
well.
now you've accepted it that the PR firm
Yes, they
didn't
didn't do well, but it shouldn't be entirely their fault. It's not entirely their fault.
Oh, you are not blaming them though. You are not putting everything on them. It's just that they made a statement, and we think the statement that they made, no, it's not a.
Okay, maybe that's how the organization and the public made them feel. That's why they came out to say they are not to be blamed. Maybe they made them feel they were the only persons supposed to be blamed then. So,
Okay, so
I'm saying
listening.
with the portal box, like as a PR professional, if you find yourself in any dilemma, this is what the PR firm should have done earlier. We wouldn't have been here with all these banter. So you first of all need to define what is going on in the dilemma. So with this passage that you read to us, or with this scenario that you gave to us, we could see that the PR firm was torn in between two ethical values, which is transparency, being transparent to its publics, and being confidential here to its organization. Yes, so here as a PR practitioner or as a PR firm, you need to be confidential to your organization. Same time, you need to be transparent to your public. But here lies the case: the PR firm was torn in between. Should I go in for being confidential to my organization, or should I go in for being transparent to my?
I know I want you to learn, but something just dropped in my mind. Right. Okay, so why if something happens like that, I am not a PRO. That's why I want to know. If something happens like that, what are you supposed to do? Because me, if it was supposed to be, I'll just walk away. Yeah. So why didn't they just walk away? Like,
that can be done as a PR professional. When you find yourself in a dilemma like this, or in an issue, in ethical issues like this, you don't need to just walk away. You don't need to run away. Why are you running away from your problem?
I'm not saying
face it and solve it. Face it and manage it. So this is where I'm going to. So after defining the issue that is going on there, then you come to your value identification. You identify the ethical values that are contradicting each other's there. So the first one, you define what is going on there, the ethical dilemma, and the second one, you identify the specific values, ethical values that are contradicting each other there, or conflicting each other, which is the transparency and the confidentiality. Yes, and the loyalty. This is when I want to read from this part. So according to the portal box model, it's saying when you get to the loyalty, you need to assess your loyalty. The professional has loyalties to their clients, their own reputation, and the public's well-being.
That's what I'm saying, because your reputation matters.
Yes.
But not only you, the company's own.
No. But at the end of the day, the company. If I stop, the company stop working with me. I would have to go and if I stop working with the company, I will have to go and look for another company and work with.
If your reputation is damaged,
don't you think that when you try to maintain your reputation and you the reputation of the company rules, when you are going to search for another job, won't it affect your resume?
As in
the company that you work, they might question you. They might question you. Why did the company collapse?
Because I'll just tell them
part
the
of
truth.
them.
That
Yeah.
I saw this
Yes,
and
that's what she's saying. But listen,
your
with this
reputation. You don't
public,
wait for it to be
we'll be thinking of it. Oh, if I tell them the truth, I might lose my job.
Yes.
And the initial, like the immediate effect that is going to have on you from the public.
They might question you because
the public is going to lose interest or trust in you as a PR professional.
And you
That's
actually lost your reputation, your work and
that's
everything.
the immediate. If you tell them the truth, the immediate effect that you are going to get is, and they are going to lose trust and all that in you. But the potential customers or potential clients are going to see the best in you. They are going to see the best in you. Oh, if we hire this
so
person,
now you agree with me, like walking away, because I'll just
you can't just walk away.
I'll just walk away to say that they say the same
because
person.
Imagine it was a personal issue. You just walk away from it.
It's a personal issue, as in I'm not getting it. Can you elaborate more on that?
Imagine it's something like the business is yours and you are the PRO, although the business is yours, but you are the PRO. Will you walk away from it because
they put me in a scenario where I am not the PRO, the firm, the organization is not for me. Because as a CEO, you see, I'm a CEO. And as a CEO, when I notice something like that, I make sure that we solve it very fast.
Yes.
And I tell my PRO so that we engage, we find solutions to it very fast. Because for you to hide it, and at the end of the day, look at where it has ended the company. It has collapsed, and I don't want my company to collapse.
But you're saying that the CEO could have just told the PRO about it so that they could solve it.
Find ways to solve it, because that's the work of the PRO, to help your brand.
As a PR person too, one of your duties or one of your responsibilities is to help resolve crisis.
Yes.
It's crisis management. So if they had maybe,
and I blame the finance department, because they actually didn't alert the company.
If they had maybe spoken out, maybe they wouldn't have gotten to this side.
I really like this topic.
So we've all
please, I'm not done with it.
Okay, please.
I was talking about the loyalty aspect. I'm saying if you find yourself in conflicting issues like this is when you would have to think of your reputation as a PR person, the organization, and your publics. So let's say here right now, you are torn in between the organization and the public. You need to think of it yourself as a PR person or as a PR firm. What is good or what is best to do?
Bad.
Yes. So me as a PR person, if I was the one who was caught in between these two
I'm trying to remember something like utilitarianism, something like that. So you favor the masses, and when you favor the mass, and then you get what I'm saying? Like
yeah, I do.
You see, so maybe when you get to the principle, because this principle is innate, right?
Yes.
Yeah. So when you get there, you can use the utilitarianism.
Yeah, I think the principles.
That's why I've tried several times to mention it. You guys shouldn't laugh.
The principles, I think, would even have to come before the loyalties.
Yeah.
So your principles will come in here. This is where your principles will come in. Right now, you've seen what's the conflicting issues in the ethical dilemma in the passage. Yes. So with the principles, you would have to know. Me as a PR practitioner, or you as a PR practitioner, you went to school, you went to study PR, which is public relations, what you were taught. All those things would have to come in here. All the theories and everything that you learned in school, that would have to come in here. And with the loyalty, you are going to put that into actions. Yes, that's when you are going to put all that into action. So my from what I learned in school, my work to they told me that if I find myself in a dilemma like this, I need to choose the masses. Just like she mentioned earlier, the utilitarian.
Yeah, you have to practice on it.
Yes. So you have to choose the masses when you find yourself in such dilemma. Yes. So if the PR firm had chosen this
because I'm so bent on
they would have been able to resolve this ethical issue here. Yes, that's what I want to.
So per the discussion, I think the fault is not only from the PR firm, but the entire microfinance company. And with everything we've discussed, I think if both of them, if the microfinance manager or the CEO have been clear with the PRO, I'm not sure this could have happened, or
Yeah.
they could. Thank you, Miss Mary and Miss Stella. Thank you for coming and for an interactive discussion. And thank you, my listeners. See you next time next week.